Thank you. My name is Solomon Munene. Currently, I'm the National Vice Chairman of Kenya Private Schools Association. First and foremost, we want to convey our gratitude to our President for his initiative to establish a presidential task force on education reforms. It has come at the right time because ordinarily also curriculum must undergo review after every 5 years. The CBC now has been there at least for the 8 years. And we also want to appreciate the fact that every new program, and more so even the new curriculum, may not be perfect in very many ways. And therefore, the recommendation to have the task force has come at a perfect time. Kenya Private Schools Association welcomes the initiative by the President to form the task force on education reforms, and as private schools, we are in full support so that everybody can be brought on the table, all the stakeholders in the education sector. And as private schools, we look forward to actively participate in the task force on education reforms because we are one of the major stakeholders. We have both primary schools and secondary schools, and we have been going through the curriculum, and therefore we have a lot of feedback from our learners, from our teachers, and even from our parents. And one of the key feedback that we normally get from our parents is that parents are not very keen to have their children who are going to grade 7 joining a public secondary schools. Most of them are feeling these children are rather too young to join in secondary school, and they would rather they remain in a primary school. But that is the feedback of some of the parents. Now that there is a task force, I believe that will be the best avenue for everyone, the teachers, the parents, learners, and all the stakeholders, including Kenya Private Schools Association, to give their views. So the other observation that you have made is that there's a need to relook on the teachers' qualifications to teach junior secondary school because we have got a lot of technical subjects like home science, like business studies, like computer studies, foreign languages like French, German, Arabic language, Chinese, which currently we do not have them out there in the market. And therefore, it's good to bring our minds together to navigate on how we are going to handle the issue of those teachers who are needed in the new curriculum. We also need to agree on the qualification of teachers in terms of the mean grade. Those teachers who have done graduates, who have done a course as a graduate, they were able to upgrade their courses, and they have a C. Currently, as per the guidelines given by the Ministry of Education, they are not allowed to teach junior secondary schools. And these teachers, to our own opinion, and they can teach junior secondary school. And I think we need to relook again with the Teacher Service Commission because we have now opened up into national dialogue on education reforms so that come next year, we do not have any shortage of teachers. We also would like to talk about the infrastructure required in the CBC such that we maybe agree on what is needed first. Currently, we are agreed about the science lab, but we can always be able to talk and agree because at the end of the day, every child must see the class next year. We also have double intake. That is grade 6 and joining grade 7. And we have got class 8 will be joining Form 1. And as per the guidelines currently, both classes, grade 7 and class 8 are domiciled in a secondary school. And we know that in public schools, we have got serious shortage of maybe the intake. There have been CBC classes that have been built. So we need just to assess and confirm that every child will have a place to go next year. There are issues about whether the structure should remain, the 2633, and all those matters will be discussed by the task force, even as they collect the views from the members of the public of what the president called robust conversation. And we like that because it's a provision of the Constitution that every public policy must go through a public participation. Therefore, it is in order and we are in full support. Maybe what we can encourage the members of the task force and the parents and the leaders, above looking at the weaknesses of the CBC, let's also look at the child, because the person who matters most in the whole dialogue on reforms on education is the child. Which system and which curriculum is best for the child, and which will work for the child in the long term? There could be some teething problems for any system that you introduce when it is new. But when you focus on the child, I believe we shall get a good solution. Thank you, and God bless you.